Utah mom accused of poisoning her husband with a fentanyl-laced Moscow Mule, who then wrote a children's book about grief, has apparently been putting her writing skills to good use behind bars as she awaits trial on murder charge. Kouri Richins is now accused of a new potential crime, witness tampering, for writing a detailed letter instructing her mother and brother on exactly what to say under oath. Specifically, that her dead husband, Eric, got the drugs and pills that killed him from Mexico. Richins accused of obtaining the drugs herself from her housekeeper and slipping it into Eric's drink. Now remember, she went on a book tour earlier this year to promote her book, Are You With Me?, to help kids cope with grief, based on her own personal experience with her and Eric's 3 sons, including an appearance on our Salt Lake affiliate.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, explaining to my kid, just because he's not present here with us physically, that doesn't mean his presence isn't here with us, and he's doing these things with us. And he's, here for birthdays, and he's here for Christmas, and, and it's just comforting to them to know that, they're not living this life alone. Like, Dad is still here. It's just in a different way, a different version.
Richins is now charged with first-degree aggravated murder and possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute. Prosecutors say she poisoned Eric after he refused to close a multi-million-dollar real estate deal she was pushing for as part of her house flipping business. Prosecutors say Kouri Richins applied for life insurance policies on Eric in the months before he died, and that internet searches on her phone in the days after his death included phrases such as luxury prisons for the rich in America. Can cops force you to do a lie detector test? Death certificate says pending. Will life insurance still pay? How long does life insurance companies take to pay? How to permanently delete information from an iPhone remotely? What is a lethal dose of fentanyl? This new letter was found inside Richins' cell after she suffered a seizure from being given the wrong medicine multiple times. Prosecutors are now accusing Richins of witness tampering. I don't think they're yet officially charging her with it, though. In the 6-page handwritten note titled Walk the Dog and addressed to her mother, Richins asked her to tell her brother to repeat a narrative that, quote, Eric told Kouri's brother Ronnie that he gets pain pills and fentanyl from Mexico from workers on the ranch, and reword this however he needs to make the point, just include it all. The connection has to be made with Mexico and drugs. Ronnie will have the messages to prove Eric confided him about getting high. It can be shortened to the point, but it has to be done. Richins apparently wrote it all down and wanted her mother to tell her brother in person because she was afraid, likely with good reason, that investigators were eavesdropping on their communications. Joining me now, Clayton Simms. He's a criminal defense attorney based in Utah who's been following the case. Clayton, thanks for coming on the program. Appreciate it. So she has not been officially charged with this crime, correct?
Yeah, that's right. The prosecutor's allegation is witness tampering, but the defense would respond and say that's just preparation. We can prepare for our trial. We can have expected testimony, and that's not witness tampering. You can say to someone, remember when this happened. As long as it's the truth, it's not witness tampering.
Right, but you can't instruct someone to create a narrative that is false, right, in an effort to have them lie to a jury.
Right. If it's false, that's a problem. But what it appears here, they are telling a story, but maybe that story is true. I think that would be defense. Was there an overdose? Certainly, I think that's part of the defensive strategy, that it was an overdose, not a purposeful poisoning and murder. And so I think that you see part of the revelation of the letter is its defense strategy.
Yeah. I think it's unlikely she'll get charged with this, too, for some of the reasons you're laying out, right?
Well, we don't know how the letter was obtained. It appears that they went into her jail cell and obtained this. She could say it's her private notes. She wrote it in the form of a letter. It wasn't sent out. Certainly, there's issues of attorney-client privilege with that material. So in terms of witness tampering, I think it could complicate things and maybe drag her defense team into it.
Interesting. All right, Clayton Simms, great piece of art behind you, by the way, too. Wild.
Thank you.
Thank you, Clayton. Appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.